Ignorance is not the lack of education. Ignorance is the lack of self-knowledge. Without knowing yourself, there is no foundation for right thinking. And without right thinking, there is no transformation. True education is the understanding of oneself. Everything you are, what you think, what you feel, your daily life is projected outward. And the world is built from these projections. If we were confused, fearful, divided within, we create a society that reflects this confusion. What you are, the world is. Every human being is wounded from childhood onward by parents, teachers, comparison, competition. They will become the root of all neurotic action. It is possible to end the wounds of the past and never be wounded again. What if that gets hurt? From childhood, the mind builds an image of itself as successful, important, spiritual, intelligent, American, expert. This image is the me. When someone insults you, they are not trying to hurt you. They are hurting the image you have built. The image is what gets offended. Where there is an image, there is separation. Where there is separation, there is conflict. Human behavior, its contradictions, fears and divisions, is the product of thought. If there is to be a radical change, not superficial but fundamental, truth itself must be understood, not by me explaining it to you, but by you seeing the truth of it directly. What is this I? A name, a form, a bundle of memories, hopes, fears, pain, and momentary joys. We want this I to evolve into something noble and perfect. So we imagine a higher self, a spiritual entity, something eternal. But the moment you think about it, it becomes a part of thought and therefore part of the I. Time cannot transform the I. The I remains what it is. Self-centered, fearful, violent. What is violent cannot become non-violent by polishing itself. Hope does not purify the self. The man who seeks to improve himself can never be aware. Improvement demands judgment, comparison, and ideals. Awareness demands none of this. Observation without condemnation, without acceptance, without rejection. This alone brings evolution. The observer is the observed. The I, trying to change itself, is part of the problem, not the solution. Only when the observer ends is there a different kind of action. There's nothing mystical in this. It is very simple. Do not begin with the end of the problem, the total ending of the I. Begin with something small. Look at the flower by the roadside. Can you watch it without the mind interfering? With names, memories, preferences. It's a rose. I like the smell. I dislike the color. Can you simply observe without the observer? If you can do this with a flower, you can do it with your entire life.